Is this thing on? Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the studio online. Super excited to be here. The whole different experience than being in the classroom itself. So let's just dive right into it. So we're going to skip our first assignment that we were working on when we left for the quarter. We were working on the music videos. So we're going to skip that, obviously, for obvious reasons. You don't have your partner with you, and nor do I want you to have your partner with you. Stay quarantined. So we're going to be skipping and we're doing a new project. We're also, you guys are still going to be typing. Don't think you're going to get out of that. So typing will be 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, just depending on the day. And I will put everything in Google Classroom. Aren't you glad we went through Google Classroom now last week in class so you guys could understand it more? So always do your typing. And then our new assignment is a website. So you guys are going to be making a website based on your favorite animal. And so, or just an animal that you want to know more about. This website is going to have several different pages, as I explain in a little bit later. But right now, for the rest of this week, you are going to be gathering information about your animal. And so let's dive right into it. So my animal that I'm going to be doing my website on, as an example, is a panda bear. Okay, so super easy. What I want to do first is open up a tab, go to google.com, and I'm going to type in panda bears. Okay, and let's see what pops up here. All right, so let's go scroll through here. National Geographic, those are probably really good. San Diego Zoo, let's try that one. Let's click on the San Diego Zoo. Okay, perfect. Here's the panda bear right here. All right, so here's information about the panda bear. This actually is a really good site. I've been to this before. It has a lot of information that you need. So I would recommend checking out the san diego zoo.org website when you're looking for your animal. If you click on the animals tab, you'll see they have a whole bunch of different animals on here. Maybe you're struggling trying to figure out what animal you want to do your website on. Well, here is a good place to figure that out. All right, so I chose a giant panda. So here we are. And as I scroll down, I see there's some information here, some facts, lifespan, the young, how long it takes for them to give birth, and all that good stuff. Here's some information about the panda bear. Now, on your website, you're going to be making several different pages. On those different pages, you'll have the About page, all right? And this is where we would talk about pandas in general and kind of go off of this, maybe. Just depends on what website you're getting your information from. And I would recommend going to different websites as well. Go to like 2 or 3 websites that are good and find some good information in there, all right? Another page is going to be the habitat and diet. So where do they live and what do they eat out in the wild? And then family life, that's going to be another page. All right, so this one has a lot of them. We're not going to put at the zoo on there. We can talk about the conservation of the animal, all that good stuff. Let's scroll down here. And that's all they have on here. There'll be other subjects as well, topics I want you to cover. And that'll be listed in the Google Classroom. I'm sure you've seen it already. In there, I'll have the topics that I want you to gather information about that animal for. All right, and then also I wanted to point out that we're going to copy information right off of this website, okay? That is called plagiarism, okay? So, oops, that didn't quite gather. Let me, selecting it all. Oop, too far. Let's go down a little bit here. Lifespan, and then I'm on an Apple computer or a Mac, so I'm going to hit Command C and that'll copy it. You can also just go up here to edit and say copy like that as well. All right, so now that I copied some information, I'm going to make a new tab and I'm going to go put me right back to Google. I am going to go to my docs. Okay, so I clicked on the waffle, clicked on docs. I'm going to make a new blank document here. Wait for that to open. And now I'm going to paste that info that I copied. Now I can either right click and I can hit paste. I can on the keyboard hit Command V if you're on an Apple computer, or you can go back up here and hit paste. Okay, so I hit paste and here's all the information that I copied. Now, what you're going to be doing is you're going to go and you're going to copy, you're gathering information, and then what you're going to do is you're going to go back through and rewrite it into your own words. Okay, so this part of making a website is kind of the boring part, to be honest. You're just gathering all the information, gathering photos, gathering videos, and then you're going to put that into a website and make it look all pretty. Now, if I was being hired by a business to make a website, I would be doing the same thing. I would most likely I wouldn't be going on Google and trying to find all this information, but I would be getting all this information from the client, from the business. So I would need to either go and take pictures of the business, or maybe they already have pictures of the business and they would send me those images. And then I would also need to go find out some information. If you have gone and looked at our Forest Lake website, all that information I had to gather to put into the website. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and edit this and give myself some space here. Okay, so 14 to 20 years in the wild, up to 30 years in managed care. Okay, so let's reword that. Panda bears can live up to 20 years in the wild when they are being, let's hope if I could type right, being cared for in the zoo, in a zoo, in a zoo. There we go, in a zoo. They can live up to 30 years. Okay, so see how I reworded that? Same information, I just actually added more text. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here, I'm going to delete what I copied and pasted. Now this info here is exactly what I want to put on my website. Okay, for cared for, there we go, cared for in a zoo. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to go through all the information and I'm just going to rewrite it, make it sound good, make it sound like it's coming from me, which it is, and just reword everything. And like I said, just go through each topic that I give you, gather information for that topic, and then go in and reword it and make it your own. All right, so now that we have, let's pretend I'm done with that. Okay, so I have all the information that I need. So now I need to go and I need to collect images. Okay, so once again, we're going on to Google and we're finding images and we're copying and pasting them. We're stealing them, actually. And so say I want this big picture. All I have to do is click and drag it over. Some websites won't let you do it. Some websites, the images are embedded in the website and you can't touch them. So in that case, you would have to go find something else. But it looks like this page is letting me do that. So I'm just going to click and drag the images over. I'll just grab some here. And so just like the text, like I was saying before, we are actually stealing these images. Okay. I don't know if these are royalty-free images, and royalty-free images means that the photographer went and took photos and uploaded them to a stock photo website and said it's okay for people to use these as long as they buy them. Okay. And so a lot of people will, when they're making websites, they'll go to a stock photo website and just use images from there, which is the legal way to do it because the photographer said it was okay to use their images however you want. So when I'm taking the pictures just off of here, I have no idea if this is a royalty image or not. I'm just stealing it, basically, is what I'm doing. So, excuse me, with this project, we're not going to publish this out into the world. Like this is just for in school learning how to build a website. So it's really not that important. Um, but I am telling you that when we are doing this, we are stealing the photos. As a wedding photographer, if I go onto Facebook and I see the images that I took on somebody else's page, that is super frustrating. And they're taking credit, maybe even. I've had that happen. Other photographers have gone in and taken my images, posted them on their website, and lied about it and said that they took these images. That is a no-no. Okay. So another like Adobe Stock Images is a website, adobe.com. They have images that, and they cost money to subscribe to a website, and you get to download, I don't know, maybe 10 images a month or something like that. That's how most work. But you are paying for the images. All right. So now that you know that, let's move on. Okay, so I gathered all the images. Okay, so actually, let's go back. So say I'm here and I can't take these images, or I want different ones. We'll make a new tab, type in panda bears, and click on images. Okay, and now here are some images. Now here's one mistake that a lot of people do. Say they want this photo, they're just going to click on it and drag it over there. But look at how small that image is. I'm clicking the space bar on a Mac once it's selected to see the preview of it. Look at how small that image is. Super tiny. If I go and I click on the image, it pulls up. Now this is a bigger photo. Watch this. I'm going to drag it over here. And now I'm going to click the space bar. Look at how big the photo is. That is a full resolution image. So you want the bigger file because it's going to be much clearer. And sometimes when you just drag them over from here, that it ends up being all blurry and all that good stuff. Okay. So I'm going to move this one to the trash because I know that that's not a good one, but I'll keep this one as well. All right. So once I've gone through and I've gathered all the images, and you may want to get like photos that are related to the certain topic. So say I'm in the habitat and diet. Okay, so what are they eating and where do they live? This picture right here, this might be a good one because he's eating, right? So I'm going to click on it, drag it over here, and now I have it. All right. Now what we're going to do is, let me close this because I already have all the images. Notice how I'm working in tabs. This makes it so much easier instead of just working in one tab and then typing it in and then having to type in another thing. If I just keep the tabs open, I can jump from one thing to the other really quickly. All right, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make a new tab up here. I'm still in Google. I'm logged in because I see my picture and my name and all that good stuff. I'm going to click on the waffle and I'm going to go to, nope, sorry, I lied. I'm not going to Docs. I already did that. I'm going to go to Drive. Okay, so my Google Drive. So this is like a hard drive up in the cloud. Okay, so I keep all my files in there. So when you go onto anybody's computer or anybody's tablet or on your phone or whatever, and you log into Google, you have access to all the stuff. All right. So I'm going to make a new folder. I'm in my drive. I'm going to make a new folder right here. I'm going to call it Panda Bears. And I'm going to create it. And voila, it's right here. So I'm just going to double click on it. And now my folder is open. So one of the reasons why I like to leave some room here on my screen so I can see the desktop is so I can just easily go in here now and click and drag. And let's make sure I didn't grab that folder. Okay, so now I have all my images. I'm just going to drag them over. And now it's uploading. You'll see once it's done, you'll get a little green check mark here. And it's uploading. Let's wait for it for a little bit. Now, the reason why we want to use Google Drive instead of just keeping them on our desktop is because we're making our website in Google Sites. And so the Google, all their stuff all works together. So what's really nice about having it in your Google Drive is that now when I'm building my site, all that stuff is readily available for me. All right. All right. Looks like we're done uploading. You can see all the green check marks there. X out of that. And now I have all the images right here. Super awesome. All right. Can close that. And now I'm done with this. You can go up here. It will automatically save your document. All right. Look at what it does also. I went in and see how this automatically will make these little bookmarks almost and take you right to that part of the document, which is pretty cool. Just because it's in big fonts and it's like the title of that section. Okay, so I'm going to click here and I'm going to give it a name, called it Panda Bears. Oops, Panda Bears. Okay, so now I know what that document is. That's super important because when you start making a whole bunch of documents and you saving it into your, this is actually saving into your Google Drive, it'll get confusing of what is what. So if you just name it right off the bat, you're good to go. Okay, so that is that. That's all done. I can close all these tabs and I can go ahead and throw these images away because I've already copied them to my Google Drive. All right, so that is what I want you guys to do for the rest of this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I want you guys to gather the photos and gather all the text. And on Monday, I'll post a video of how we're going to actually build the website and copy and paste all this information that you've gathered this week. Okay, cool. I hope that makes sense to you guys. And if you have any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to comment down in, if you click on the assignment, and then you'll see comments down below. Make sure that you put in your questions there, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. I'm on it all the time. I will be setting some hours, 9 to 3, but then I also am going to, I think, not set in stone yet, but I'm going to set up an online conference thing. So if you need help one-on-one, you'll just schedule a time with me, and then we either will talk on the phone or through video chat or whatnot. So know that that's coming. I'm still working on that, but I'll let you know. So right now, just gather the information for your website and make it all nice, neat, and clean. So all you gotta do is copy and paste, and it'll make the whole process of making the website a whole lot easier. All right, talk to you later. Bye.